Hello, hello to anyone who may happen to watch this. I decided, well, I'm on my stream break, but I would just like to get this game finished up so I can start new games afterwards. So, I went and messed with this a little bit off stream, and I think I solved a few of them. I pretty much, I think, figured out everything except this one at the top, so maybe I'll try to figure that out today. And then I will finally be done. Hi, Carl! Yep, thanks for coming in. This will be probably my last stream of this game. I decided to go and mess with the puzzles off stream. And, whoa, I gotta love that loading lag. But yep, today I'm gonna try to finish it up for good. And then next, when I would come back for my stream break, I could start a bunch of new games. Yeah, I hope you're doing well today, Carl. Yeah, today I actually got to see Stellar Michelle, which is someone I used to watch that used to stream a lot, but stopped for a while. But she was on doing a coding stream, which was nice. So this puzzle. Yeah, I think I definitely class this as probably one of the hardest puzzles in the entire game. So I was very confused with this for a while. So the main issue I was having is I have to fill these spots up here, right? Of course, the nice way would be to do that is, well, there's two ways, right? I can make a 3 tall shape, which I can probably do easy enough by, like, say, throwing a block on here. Yeah, didn't you say you had some kind of math thing, Carl? How did that go? So I can make a 3 tall shape like that, right? But the problem is, how am I going to make a second one? I can't, like, stick something to the pillar and have it lift up. And I can't use one shape either. There's just, the pieces are too far away. I have to use 2 separate shapes. So I was thinking about it and thinking about it. Of course, there's also the possibility of lifting a shape up, like depositing it in and then moving back. But that just wasn't working either. Well, I certainly think I found out a way to make 2 3 tall shapes. So let's see if I can actually pull it off. Because I was messing with it last night. So here's what I think I want, right? We notice that these pillars, right now I'm going to say they're at level 1. I can lift them up to level 2, but that's the highest you're getting. A lot of fun? Nice. Yeah, you seem to be really good at math. Like, looking at the handshakes one with the, I was trying to do that mutual friends thing, but I just could not figure it out. Like, I was busting my brain over, like, there's some concepts clearly I need to learn to be able to do those kinds of things. Like, that's really what I'd like to learn in math. Like, a lot of these techniques that people use for proofs, I'd like to kind of learn a lot of those so that I could start making sense of some of these harder math problems. Right, anyways, here's what I want to do. I actually want to stick each of these pillars onto a 3 tall piece. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to lift them up to level 2 without sticking them to each other or to something else. Basically, I'm just going to have like 2 little pieces that are hanging off something. And then what I'm actually going to do is take a single block and slide it under the pillar. I could do that 2 separate times, and then I have 2 3 tall pieces. Like, surprisingly tricky to find, but it makes sense. I was just doing it as I was pushing blocks around. So let's see if I can actually pull it off now. So what I'm going to need is I'm going to need 2 of... Let's just make the 2 pieces that I know I'm going to need. I know I'm going to need them to stick out like this. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the solution, but I guess we'll see if I'm right. I think they give us this area over here to help with that. So I'm going to need them to stick out like this so they'll actually slot into this spot up there. There's one. Now we'll make number 2. If I can just get around this. You as a team always had a pool of 6 problems. If you solved one, it got replaced by another one, and the problems gradually got harder. Wow! Oh, that's cool. So if your guys are just stuck on one, you can skip that and like look at some of the others. That's a neat way to do it. I like that way to do it, so you're not just getting stuck on one. So how many problems did you solve in what amount of time? How quick were you guys able to solve them? Alright, so here's my 2 pieces. So now I want to lift those up, I think, with a 3x, with a 1x3 placed underneath this. So now I'm going to make a 1x3. And sure enough, it does seem like the exact number of blocks I want. 31 problems in 2 hours. Ah, okay. So that's 15 an hour, or about, yeah, it's a team of 5. So it's 15 in an hour. That's about 5 per hour per person. No, 3 per hour per person. Wow, so 20 minutes. They must have been somewhat challenging, huh? I guess, I mean, you probably got through a lot of the early ones really quickly, and then the harder ones took longer, huh? So you guys averaged about 20 minutes per person per problem, huh? Alright, here we go. Yep. Look at this. What is this thing? It looks like some kind of, like, robot or something with arms sticking out. That's what it looks like to me. Or spider? I don't know what to call it. But I'm noting that, yeah, I have pretty much the count of blocks I was looking for. So if I can just shove blocks under these pillars, well, what do you know? I'll have 2 3 tall pieces. What, you mean this? So the issue, Carl, right, is I want 2 3 tall pieces here. It was seeming pretty much impossible to do, but check this out. The 2 pieces that are hanging off here are separate from this main bit, right? Because they're only connected vertically. And if I slide a block under this, I can attach it, and then I'll have a 3 tall piece. So check this out. Ta-da, 3 tall piece. And there's one. I can slot that over here, and I can just do the same thing over here. Yeah, that's really tricky, isn't it? But it's very elegant as well. Yeah, that's hard. I'd say that's probably, to me, that's my opinion, that's been perhaps the hardest puzzle in the game so far. I think the other one maybe was that, I don't know if you were there for the 2 tall pillar puzzle, the one called Diffraction, where you had to make like a cart. I'd say that perhaps was also one of the hardest puzzles of the entire game. But this one took me so long to see. Like, it's very cool once you see it, but arriving to that point is a mess. There's so many other approaches you think you can take. Huh, do I have 1 extra block? Like, couldn't I have just slid this block under here? Oh, I can't because it sticks to that. Oh, okay. I was like, do I have 1 extra block? Right, I gotta be careful of that. Which means I probably should take this around if I can. So I gotta be careful if by shoving this block in here, I gotta make sure it doesn't stick to any of the others, or I won't be able to slide this in. Okay. I have this. Now I just need to get it out of the way. Mainly I'd like to get this 3 out of my way now. How am I gonna do that? I want the 3. I'll just push that over there for now, I guess. That'll be fine. Let's get this out of my way. Get this out of my way. Bye-bye. And there we go. Wow. So it did work. The #1 achievement Germany solved 30 problems. But the problem with the highest number counts. Oh. The problem with the... So it was just more like what the highest number you solved was? How does that work? Huh, you'll have to explain what that means. I was like, what? Did you guys beat it? You guys beat the #1 team in Germany? And there we go. Solution found. At least it was a cool solution. I'll give it that. That was very neat. Even though the puzzle itself was a little bit ridiculous. Okay, at the start you have puzzles 1 through 6. Yeah. Yeah, you get problem 7. Okay. How am I gonna do this again? I forget. I know I had a plan for this. I have to make sure that where I put a block, though, there's a 2 tall. So I should probably take note of where I'm going to put this. Oh, really? I was going to say, it seems like a weird ranking. I guess they're more testing on, like, what's the highest difficulty you did? Yeah, that's weird. The problem with the highest number determines your ranking instead of the total number. I guess it rewards solving the harder problems first, right? But I guess solving the earlier puzzles still can help because it can unlock harder puzzles that allow you to kind of skip earlier harder puzzles, huh? Okay, I guess that makes sense. I'm trying to think why you want a ranking system like that, but think of it that way, I think that makes sense. They want to reward you perhaps for solving the harder ones instead of the easier ones. Okay. Did I need this bit sticking out here? Don't think I did, but maybe it won't matter. No, I don't think I did want that bit sticking out. I think maybe I should just stuck with a straightaways. So I'm going to do that. What I want to make sure is that I can warp to this point and then get to the trophy. Couldn't I have just done this with... No, right, I see why I need this 6 block. Couldn't I have done this with 1 fewer? We had all... Oh, yeah, I see. That's weird. You only realized that after the competition. I guess... I assume they gave you guys the rules and stuff, but I guess you guys didn't really expect it to be, weird at all. Because I'm like, surely they give you the scoring system beforehand. Goodness. It's at 5 minutes per layer on my solver. I'm trying to run a solver on that abridged game. I don't know if you saw that. It is having a bit of trouble. I wonder how a solver would do on this game. I have to try that out sometime. Alright, so I can make this kind of structure. Yeah. And now I can slide the last block under it. I should be good. Maybe I could have done that with 1 fewer block, but I wasn't going to try. There we go! Oh, that's funny. Why did the Explorer achievement unlock just now? I might need to bug report that. Like, I already solved the last puzzle. But for some reason, only collecting the trophy triggered it. Huh, maybe I'll report that to the dev. There we go. That's that trophy done. Alright, there was one over here, which I think I have somewhat of a plan how to get. So this stupid trophy. This one's very annoying. What you'd want to do is just like sink one block and then sink another, but it's not so simple because, yeah, because this ice will destroy. And how do you push two separate blocks at once? I had never found a way. So instead, I'm going to do something very convoluted. Yeah, I mean, looking at the achievement rate, it's like 8% or something, so it's high-ish. It's just kind of funny that that one didn't trigger until I got the trophy. Yeah, you should check the achievement rate again. It was like 11% beat the game. It was like, maybe it was like 5 actually. It was like some low-ish percent. There might have been like 5% of people that actually managed to get all the, Don't I have more puzzles? I don't think so. I mean, I think I'm playing on the actual release. Like, it's just on the store page, right? And I get updates, so I think this is the actual full release version. And I think it's the same number of puzzles, too. But, I mean, I did have, there were several puzzles changed, right? So I've solved several puzzles that aren't in the full version. And I could go back and, like, resolve a bunch to try to find puzzles that changed, but that might take too long. But, yeah. Funny enough, when I was watching Shock play this game, I noticed lots of puzzles that just never existed in my version. I'm like, what? I don't remember this puzzle at all. Some of them just straight up have completely reworked. It was kind of cool to be able to solve, like, a new puzzle that I'd never seen. Alright, so here's the absolutely convoluted strategy I'm going to try to do. What I'm actually going to try to do is push this ice out, push it up, and I'm going to try to bridge from this point. Because nothing else was seeming to remotely work. Of course, I think I just want to make like a giant thing attached to this. Maybe I should have done that before putting this block on. Ah, great. Don't send me there. I need to find some way to rework this reset system. They should probably like make the reset point the last warp point. That's what I think. Maybe I'm going to suggest that to the dev, actually. In my opinion, that's a way better system. But then again, who knows? I guess you might warp several times in the process of solving the puzzle. You don't want it to checkpoint you there, so... I don't know. I mean, maybe like the first warp after you solve it? I'm trying to think what other... Oh yeah, I should probably do this one, actually. So here's this puzzle that I cheesed last time. I only found it out because I watched Shock play. Yep. The last trophy I'm just going to try to solve on stream. I didn't even try to mess with it yet. Because I already spent enough time. It actually didn't take that long to figure out the rest of the stuff I was stuck on. I think I was on that one, like, pillar lifting puzzle for like an hour, and then eventually I saw it. So here's the cheese, right? You'd think you'd be able to do this, but they changed it. Now the ice will sink the ice below it, too. So I can't just do this, pop this up, and then leave. That would have been the easy way. Of course, what's funny is, if you can't do that, it looks pretty much impossible, right? Like, surely there's no way to... Like, how would I ever step on this and then get back if it's going to melt both? Well, there's one way that I can store a block on this stack without melting both, and that's to store it at level 3 instead of level 2. So if I had a block above me at level 3, and then it dropped down, obviously that allows you to go back. So that's how I kind of approached this puzzle. Eventually I realized that, and I made this structure. So I make this structure here. Look at that! Look at this thing! What the heck? This looks like a crazy sea. So with this, like the reason I have a block here, right, is obviously to suspend those up there. That sinks, and now when I leave, the bridge shows up. That is a wild solution. That's the way you were supposed to solve that. Yeah, that's what's funny, Carl. Like, I mean, I guess when you're designing a puzzle, I mean, I've seen more blatant cheese than that. I guess when you're a puzzle designer, you might not necessarily see the simple, like, yeah, more obvious approach that you didn't come up with. But yeah, it's kind of funny. I didn't spot that cheese. Shock spotted almost immediately. And of course, in Shock's version, it doesn't actually work because they have the actual release which fixed it. So I went back and found the actual solution to the puzzle because I thought it was a bug or something. Oh, come on, it's lagging? I just tested it today. Let me check the speed. I'm getting at least 100 download. Let's check the upload. Yeah, it could just be your internet then. Yeah, I'm getting up. My speeds are fine according to my, slowly for 30 seconds? Dang. Here, I'll type it in chat. Hi, Smungo. Ooh, I like your Witness logo. A Witness fan, eh? Yeah, it was on your end. Hi, Smungo. Have you seen this game before? This game is wild. It's pretty difficult too, but it's also wild. It's about building things. You get to build, and this is the backseating allowed, by the way. So if any of you guys see something that I don't, I'm definitely going to be welcome to suggestions. So it's about building things with these sticky blocks that stick together. How did that block get stuck to that one? Let's just reset. Alright, there we go. We got a good checkpoint. Now let's try to get this darn trophy. So, as I said, my plan... I'm just going to put the pillar in... No, I can't put the pillar in place a while. See you play a little bit? Nice. Yeah, I think I'm trying to finish the game today. Some of these puzzles are just nasty. So, this is the convoluted plan I'm trying to come up with this. I'm going to melt this. And then I'm actually going to push it forward and to up. Hi, Coswella. Bean. Why bean? If I may ask. Just bean. You know what's funny is I actually want to play bean and nothingness. That's what you kind of remind me of. Because bean? Okay. Makes sense. Should have been obvious, I guess. But yeah, there's this game called Bean and Nothingness I've heard is hard and good. And you know me, that's what I like. I like hard and good puzzle games. I like easy puzzle games too, but I think the hard ones are really, I get a lot more into. Oh, that's funny. Now it went too high. Well, obviously that's not going to quite work the way I wanted to. Yep, I love difficulty. I love making things hard. Of course, some hardness can be frustrating, but... I don't know. I found myself rarely getting frustrated with these puzzle games. Now, if I could just, wait, is this going to work the way I want it to? I want it to go out farther, actually. So now if I had extra blocks, like I'm trying to bridge from, like, up here. What if this is going to work, actually? It might not. Yeah, hook. That's what I was thinking, like a handle. Of course, what's really annoying about this puzzle is this stupid drop-off, like, makes it hard to do anything. Like, maybe, I think I just need to have it all in one big assembly, maybe. I'm gonna try putting, like, 6 or something. Yeah, I could have, like, a handle or something. Like, maybe this won't work as well nicely as I thought, but... it's the closest I've got so far to solving this. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Now it's too long. Did I have it 4 long or 3 long before? I can't remember. And I did melt the ice. Melt that, please. I'm trying to get this to work. This could be too convoluted. Yeah, L? I guess I could do that now, couldn't I? I wonder if that's going to leave you enough space, though. Well, I can try. Almost. Let's try putting an L here, then. Yeah, see, the problem is it's positioned, like, wrong. I want to be able to push this out farther. Like, sure, I could pull it backwards. But the whole point is I wanted to get this ice out farther. Like, almost. If I could pull it back from here, that'd be great. I don't know if this is it, but it definitely feels like I have to do something convoluted. Maybe I should try to make it longer. I just don't see a way to actually... yeah, I just don't see a way to actually push it off the wall then. Maybe I need to just push it out farther to begin with. Because it seems like it just doesn't fall in then. So we have this, but now what? That falls there, which I don't want. Can I, like... oh, I could send up here, maybe? Oh, that kind of works. Kind of, but not really. Because now I'm pushing that down. That's definitely not what I want. could break one more piece, but that seems like a waste. Actually, I can't even do that anyways. Like, this puzzle is so darn hard. This has definitely been one I've been stuck on for a while. It's either that or I could stick the L on afterwards. Actually, I guess I could. I could send a 2 off the top, right? So I could theoretically do this. So put that there. I could do the way I was doing it before. Just get you guys out of the way. Like, it seems kind of convoluted. So it could be bad, but it felt like it was going to work last time I tried it. I could technically throw this on from the top. Like that. Ah, crap. Now it's too tall. Okay, could I have done that differently? Like... No, I don't want to set it up. I want to put it like here. If I put it there, would that be a win? So let's say I could stick it here somehow. I pull back, pull forward, push forward 2 units, and that would totally get me the trophy. If I could somehow get the 2 here right now, I win. The only problem is, yeah, if I build that L ahead of time, it's like I can't get it down here. It's not that I can tell. How would I get that L there without trapping it against the right wall? I wonder if I could use the pillar to push it off the right wall. That's so close though, right? Like, that almost works. If I could just get this thing off the wall. I like your L diagram on chat. It's very cool looking. If I could just find some way to get this thing to not fall down there, preferably. I guess I could, like, put a separate block down and do it then. Okay, how about this? I have been able to get separate blocks down before. So how about I do this and, like, throw a block down there or something. Actually, I'll do that one space lower. So I can go over here and throw a block there, right? I can even do it again, I guess. I'll just try that like there or something. There, maybe? There's as much room as I'd like to be able to store these blocks. Like, I could kind of store blocks down here. Where am I going to put this? Dang it. I can get one block down, but I don't know what to do with the second one. Well, if I'm lucky, I'll be able to work with this somehow. Yeah, this is also bad because 2 blocks are already at the bottom. Dang it. Did I do that from the top, perhaps? Like, I just need to move a 2. How hard can that be? I could move with the pillars, I guess. Maybe? I can move a sideways too, but I don't know how to move a vertical one. So, like, I can throw this here. Or not. Throw this here and, like, push it, for example. Pushing it the wrong way anyways. Come on, there's got to be a way to do that. Has to be, right? It's too close to working, I feel like, to not be the answer. I just wanna... I could rest it there for now. Put a hook closer to the start. Oh, that's a good point. It doesn't have to be... You're right, it doesn't have to be a big L. It could just have a hook earlier. Yeah, good idea. Okay. Right, so it's some kind of T thing. I don't want to think of that. That's a great idea. Okay, let's see if this kind of thing works. Okay. That there. You go up. Almost. See, I guess that's the problem with the hook not being here, is that I can't pull back. And if the hook was on the top, I can't push it up. I see. So that's why I wanted the hook there, is because of that situation. Does having just a 6 log work? Not quite, but almost. Yeah, if I had say 6 here, right? I go over there, but I don't think it's going to be aligned properly. I'm going to make 1 block short of being able to make it. That's why I wanted to put the L there. So that I could pull that back from here. If I had it like here, I'd be able to pull back from this point, I guess. But I'm not sure how that particularly helps too much. Well, maybe it does. No, because this is the earliest I can get these things connected, right? Is here. And then if I want to push them to the left, I have to go in one. So, like, this seems like the only spot the block can go for me to be able to pull it back. It's just I need to find a way to execute that. So, yeah, maybe that's not going to work. Unless you had something else in mind. This is the kind of thing I want. See, now the problem is, if I could just pull it back and forward again. And of course, if I sink this block, it's going to drop. I disproved my theory. Darn. That was a good thought, though. If only they gave us just one more space. That's all they needed to do. That's why I want to put this one on ahead. That's why I want to put this 2 on afterwards. If I could just find a way to do that. Wait, can't I? Can't I slide the 2 on afterwards? Wait a minute. I think I see a way to do that. Unless I'm going crazy. Alright, let's try it. Like, I just need to be able to put that 2 on with this. I wonder if this is going to be intended. The devil will probably be like, okay, what the heck? But I mean, what the heck's my reaction to this puzzle, so... I think it's all fair, right? Yeah, exactly, it is. It really is. So check this out. I can actually slide it onto here now if I want. Like this. Aha, look at that! Now we're cooking. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you can't really simulate stuff so easy yourself. Ah, crap. The only problem is I might have... Yeah, so now that's the only problem with that, is I actually end up trapped at the bottom. That's interesting. How do I deal around that scenario? Because, yeah, I can get down there, but I can't actually push it up from here. Because I can't get on top of these blocks. Like, I'd want to be able to stick the 2 on after pushing upwards. Could I have done that and, like, use that to just leave the 2 on the ground? Maybe. So let's say I didn't push it as far. Almost. Man, how's this puzzle find every way to screw me over? I wonder if being on the top is fine. It might be. Like, this isn't going to work, I don't think, because having it at the top will prevent me from... I need it to be down one. Go back a bit. It's going to get you a headache. Yeah, I've only got like a few left. This puzzle's giving me a headache. Yeah, you should have seen the earlier one I did, Shock. It was actually kind of neat, even though the process of getting to it was kind of ridiculous. Go back a bit till you stand on the ledge with the 2. Okay. Yeah, this is a back seating allowed, so anyone can feel free to contribute any ideas. Go down. Okay. Now do I do the pushy up thing? Okay. Yeah, now what? Back 1? I was actually sure what you mean by back 1. Oh, go back up. Yeah, I don't know if I have like some chat delay if you're able to... I guess it depends how fast you can type, huh? Okay, undo a bit. Alright, I'm back up again. Push the blocks down there, 1 down. Not left, okay. Like that. Go up. Gotcha. I'm up. Okay, so you might go up the stairs. Yep, I'm up here. Ooh, I think I see what you're getting at, actually. Nah, crap. Never mind. Thought I did. Put those blocks on the top. I can't from here. But, I mean, I could go down here, then do it, and then go back. Like, I could do it like that, I guess. Go back again, okay. I don't know if I see what you're getting at yet, but okay, I'm back at this situation. So I wonder if this would have been easier to do when there were 3 attached to that thing rather than 4. Put those blocks, put the blocks at the bottom, up 1. Okay, like this. Oh, you mean up 1, as in up 1 from where they were, like this. Okay. Move the top thing right 1 and down 1, but I can't do it this way, right? This way doesn't allow me to bridge. I can't attach them there. They have to be down 1 space from where they currently are. Unless you have an idea on how this is going to work, because I surely don't see it. Because now what? I could move it up, I could move it out. Like, I could push these out, and then I could... Well, I can't even push them up. I could push them up here, right? But then what? I'm not going to be able to push this white thing up, so how am I going to bridge it? Like, now what, right? That's the problem with having it here, is that, yeah. What I'm trying to do is get it to this position, but 1 space downwards. Like, it feels like that should be possible to do. I'm just not seeing how to do it. It feels like that should be possible. Oh, come on. Like, if I could just pull this out now, that would be it. Can I pull stuff? Oh, if only. Well, I could pull stuff with blocks. Yeah, see, this is great, except I can't get in here now. I want to put this on after pushing this up, not right now. Like, I would love to be able to, like, separate this block out, but now it's too far over. Which makes me wonder if I should have left it as, like, a 3. No, you can't pull blocks with your hands. You can only pull it with other blocks. Only pushing allowed. I'm going to try to reset and see if I could do something a bit earlier that's good. Like, all I need to do is get a 2 down there, right? How hard can that be? See, I don't want to... If I drop a block down by itself, then what? It's kind of screwed. I could drop a 2 off like this, sure. Or from the top, I guess. But then what am I going to do with that 1 block? It's going to be screwed. Will it, though? Like, I would love to be able to just get a 2 by itself. Actually, that requires 2 blocks, which is even worse. I doubt it. I mean, I've seen everything else in the game at this point, pretty much, so I doubt there's... I mean, I guess you're saying, like, there's just something I haven't thought of. I mean, there's no, like, new mechanics I don't know about in this game yet. I know, at this point, basically know every mechanic. Yeah. I mean, look at that. 108 out of 138 with only 3 trophies left. So this is just one of the hardest ones in the entire game. Either that or I'm just missing it, but it seems like it's probably one of the hardest in the game. So I haven't tried messing with this being a 3 yet. Maybe there's something I could do with this being a 3 that's somehow helpful. Before I move that out, I could have left a 2 by here. I could have left it sit there. Okay, that seems pretty good. Now, if I could somehow... Okay, well, the problem is it's too low down for starters. It needs to be down like here. Like, sure, I've got this. If I could attach this block here somehow, then I think I'd be good. In the area above you. Like, I've got this 2 separated now. Now, what I want to do is be able to put a block here. Wait a second. How did I manage to get this so far out? Never mind. I screwed something up. Yeah, it's really hard to bring blocks down here because of this stupid wall. This wall makes everything difficult in this puzzle. In a different area? I mean, there's definitely no green blocks from a different area that I could tell. What's funny is someone actually found a cheese to steal blocks from. Someone actually found a cheese to just like cheese all these trophies, but I'm not going to be doing that. So I would like to go in. Yeah, I already brought it too far out. I don't know how that happened. I think it's because I was trying to get the two separated. I didn't want to push that out one more space like I did. Whee! Time to go back. But yeah, not that I could tell. I don't see a way to steal blocks from another area. It's like, this space is just, it's like that one puzzle in Baba. Like, I end up with just having barely not enough space for any of my plans to work, which is really annoying. Yeah, see, now, if I had just one more space downwards, this would work. Just one more space is all I ask. But out of curiosity, I did this with 3. What if I did it with 2, I wonder? Probably won't be able to bring this down anyways. Or if I can go, like, walk up here. I just need to get a darn 2 separated. Wait, is that just me or did those blocks fall, like, at different rates? I could have sworn I saw the blocks, like, fall at different rates. That would have been kind of funny. Sigh. Yeah, it's basically a flying machine, Kazuala. You could just use to fly around the map. Someone in the Discord posted it, which I thought was funny. I was like, how is this working? But now it's not a glitch. I'm surprised it's something they didn't use in a puzzle, to be honest. I think it could have made a neat puzzle. But oh well. Because, yeah, I was like, can you actually make a flying machine? Yeah, apparently you can. Based on the way the game's physics works, and it's consistent with the rules. So, it seems like this is, like, unintended, but it's the only way that makes any sense to me. I feel like I pretty much ruled out anything that involves trying to bring 2 separate pieces across this darn, ice bridge. It's like, just bring a 2. How hard can that be? Okay, here's something. Which block doesn't fall down? What do you mean? Feels so close to working. I was very confident when I found this yesterday that it had to be part of the solution, but kind of funny that I'm like barely short of executing it right now. Oh, so the way it works is that you have a platform, right? Then you have a another block. So no, it's different, right? Because all the machines we've had those arrows to propel you, right? But what do you do if you don't have arrows to propel you? You have to use pushing. Well, according to the game's mechanics, you can't push something you're standing on, right? But what you can do is have a platform, have a block above that, you're standing on that block, and now from that block, you push a pillar that's attached to the platform below you. So the platform below you slides forward 1 space, but because you're standing on a block that's technically not part of the pushing group, the platform below you slides 1 space and you stay on the block. And then you just push the block forward 1, go back up, and repeat. Of course, the block they use is one of the levels so that you can warp back on top of it, because obviously you can't just climb up. Unless you have the stairs or something, I guess. But yeah, it's basically a platform with a block that has a check mark on it so you can teleport to, and then you push a pillar that allows you to push the floor under you, and then you just push the check mark box, and then just repeat the process, and you can push yourself anywhere you want. So, it's not a violation of the game's physics, but it's just a really weird application of it. That blocks don't stick vertically. So technically you could push a group that's underneath you, just not the group you're actually standing on. It's very weird. If I could just get a 1. Or not a 1, a 2. Not great. Well, I tried that block over there anyways. Well, if this were to work. Yeah, no matter where I put that 2, it seems like it's just going to fall down. Well, what if I put it here and then pushed it sideways, actually? Would that work somehow? I don't think it's in the right position. Oh god, I don't want to go back to trying to ditch this strategy and think of the other one. It wasn't getting me anywhere. Yep, I know I'm going to be stuck on puzzles today because there's like 3 left. Well, so that's part of the process. You get stuck on puzzles. Nope, don't step on that, please. But yeah, it was pretty wild. I'm like, there's no way that's possible, right? But nope, I was proven wrong. So I could try to abuse the nope, it doesn't work. Try to abuse the physics. Nope, nice try. Like, what I really want to do is get this 2 not stuck to this. But no matter which way I push this right now, the 2's stuck to it. Can't push it up there. It needs to be down here. And then I would need to somehow push this left. If I push it left now, it's too far now. And I lost my ability to push up. Plus, I mean, I don't want it on the top anyway. I want it on the bottom. Wish, yeah, dude, that I've also lost my ability to push up. What oh what could this be? Man, that seems so perfect. I already pushed it too far out anyways. I want it to be almost one space. Yeah, you're as closest to me. I mean, it's hard, yeah. This is the one that just I have not found. I mean, yeah, more clues, huh? Yeah, that's what I think, Kazuala, because nothing else was working. It seems a little, like, convoluted, but nothing else I was thinking of was even getting remotely close to a solution. Like, I was not able to solve the problem of bringing 2 segments. Like, let's look at this, right? How would I possibly bring 2 separate segments across? Yeah, because the problem is that this thing's got to get destroyed. Like, how exactly am I expected to push 2 separate segments across without them sticking to one another when they sync, and without them, like, blocking each other either? Like, it just seems straight up impossible. I was like, what is that even going to look like? And not only that, but the segments I get, like, are very limited based on the structure of this. Like, I get to try to sync a single block, right? But how am I going to get 2 separate groups down here? And I have to separate them with something, too, or else I can't, like, I can't get the pillar down here on its own, really. Not that I could tell, at least. Like, this is just going to walk on it. If you don't move them... Well, I'm not trying to move... I'm just trying to move, yeah, the blocks right, yeah. That's why it does seem joining the segments is wanted, because I'm trying to think, how would I ever do this? I can't sink a pillar in there. Like, if a pillar was a separating group between the 2, the pillar's just going to stick to one and it's going to get blocked. Yeah, up. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm trying to explain my logic for why I think this is the approach. Because, yeah, how would I do 2 separate groups otherwise? I guess I could have one carrying the other. Have I thought of that yet? Is it possible to have one group carrying the other somehow, and then when the first group sinks, there's a second group on top of it? Maybe, actually? Huh, well, I don't think I really thought of that yet. So one group carrying another. The first group sinks, which drops me down 1 space, giving me the way to push the second group across. Wait a minute, is that just it? So now what I'm visualizing is... I only have 6 blocks, though. Like, I was visualizing some kind of, like, shape like this. Like an L with a pillar here. Like, here, I can just show it. Yeah, I don't think I really thought too much on this approach yet, actually. I was thinking I had to have 2 groups sliding, separated, but I think maybe what I want to have is actually one group carrying the other group. This is going to be annoying to execute, though. Get out of the way, pillar. There we go. What I'm thinking of right now is this L with the pillar here, say, right? This one could theoretically carry a group. And then I could put it here. I could, like, push here. And then I could push the second group across. The only problem is I only have 3 blocks left. If I had 4, I'd be able to make, like, an L or something. Like, is there really a way to... You just saw one of the most insight of insight puzzles? You should have seen the one that... maybe you work here. You should have seen the one that Shrugs and I were stuck on. Like, I'm like, how were you ever supposed to figure that out? Like, I had the guess, but they made it way too, hard, in my opinion, to actually, like, execute. So even if you have the right idea, like, you're not going to know because it feels impossible to execute anyways. Yeah, I'm really glad they have the gain insight system, because I know for some of those puzzles I was like, I don't want to bother with this. It was, I think, World 4, one of the ones with, like, an L and then a 3 and a 2 that's hard to push up. So there's like a horizontal 3, a horizontal 2, and an elbow. And this is 2 you have to push up, but it's really hard to figure out how. Because you end up cutting your tail off whenever you try. As soon as you saw the inside, I'm like, really? That's kind of what I guessed, but still, like, why do they make it so hard to execute? It was the desert one. Oh, you haven't gotten to that. Okay. Yeah, there's also 2 other desert puzzles that just look like total nonsense. And Shrugs and I are like, I don't want to deal with this. Just, if I were playing the game, I would honestly just use a hit for those. Because I'm like, at least in this game, I feel like I can visualize what's going on. Because, like, I don't have to imagine several steps usually. Usually I just have to imagine the final product, and then everything else just kind of falls into place. But for some of those puzzles, it's like, not only do you not even know what your final product is, but all the steps to get there are also, like, really difficult. So I'm like, I don't even know how to reason about some of the flippy nonsense ones. A lot of it might just come down to visualization. So this would be great if I could save 1 block somehow. I can't put the pillar up here, can I? Maybe I can, actually. Oh, maybe I can do that. So let's just make that, except a little bit more efficient. Because I don't need to necessarily have that 1 block that I had. Yeah, I guess we'll see how Shock reacts to those. I was not a fan of some of those puzzles. There's a 3 long snake at the top and a 2 long snake at the bottom, and you have to use the 3 long snake to get to the... Oh, that one! Is that the one where, like, there's a huge gap in between, and then there's, like, this 3 long you roll on? Was that... I don't know, was that really that insighty? I don't think so. Yeah, I think I'm actually close now, because I don't need to have this block here. I could have this group, and then just something sitting on that. I think that's it, right? Just put an L on here. Okay, yeah, that is the puzzle, Carl. I don't know, was that really that insighty? I would hardly call that the most insighty of insight puzzles. Like, you clearly run into an issue where if you do a certain thing with a 3, you can't win. So it's like, so just don't do that thing. Yeah, like, isn't this it? I think I have the puzzle solved now. I don't know, but I guess maybe it's very insighty. It just doesn't feel that way to me. Like, there's certain puzzles that definitely feel insighty. But that one I felt like you run into an obvious problem. And then you're like, well, there's really only one way to fix this. You could run into a thing where I can't do X, so don't do X. I feel like I've had a lot of puzzles like that. It's like that one puzzle that Shock was talking about where sometimes, yeah, you just run into a situation where I can't do X, therefore I just don't. You are long enough to rescue? Not really, because the 3 long snake just falls into the pit. I mean, that's what Shrugs and I were talking about. Like, no matter what, once you leave that snake, there is no way to get that snake back across. Like, you can't push the snake, you can't grab back onto it because there's no wall. And you can't grab on yourself either. Huh, maybe. Maybe I'm thinking of a different puzzle, but I'm thinking of one where, like, if you eat both pellets, like, you're never going to get the 3 snake back into the thing. So it just becomes like you just can't do it that way. You can't grab onto it? Huh. Maybe I'm thinking of a different puzzle then. The one I'm thinking of was definitely very logic-based. There we go. That was way simpler than I was giving it credit for. That's all it was. Well, I gotta say that the anti-cheese of the puzzle worked pretty well, because I was not able to cheese that, despite being barely not able to. That's all it was, just carry 1 group. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. Alright, where'd the other trophies go? Oh yeah, this one. This trophy really wasn't that difficult. I don't know why I left this one for so long. So, check this out, right? We have this trophy over here that's blocked by... What, a sock? Sock? Is that what you guys call it? Socking onto it? I don't know what you guys are talking about. Sock on. But yeah, anyways, with this puzzle, we have this trophy that's locked behind a 1x2. So, obviously, the obvious solution of just pushing blocks in doesn't work, because it's just going to stick to it. And now I'm going to be blocked. You think, oh, maybe I build a bridge to a check mark and warp on. Nope, there's not enough blocks either. So, but I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. That's not the only way to get blocks. Like, I just want to build a bridge and then push this out of the way, right? But, oh, sock equals eat? Yeah, exactly. I was thinking the same thing. As it does look, I was thinking the same thing. It looks like a sock. Yeah, Kazuwala, I agree. It does look like a sock. I made that comment in Shrug stream, too. It looks like it's like you're controlling a giant sock. with a end at the end that you can't pull anything through. Yeah, but I don't remember us being able to sock the 3 in that particular puzzle I'm thinking of, even at full length. Even at full length, we couldn't figure out how to sock the 3. If we could, we probably could have solved it. Yeah, anyways, regarding this puzzle, I could push 2 blocks in, but then the third can't go, right? It's going to stick. But is that the only way to get a block to that spot? No, of course not. We have a pillar. So I can push things in the water. So all I need to do is just... Well, let me get the pillar first. Here's our pillar. I need to put a block under it first. I think I already screwed it. Don't stop. Don't put me up there. Alright, I'm setting a reset point. If I could just use undo, but whatever. So we're going to put this pillar onto this block. Push this in. Put you there, put you there. Now I just need to push this one space forward. Really not super complicated. And that's all it was. It's pretty simple. But it's easy to get stuck into the step of thinking you can't get a block here, but of course you can. With these pillars, blocks can move in all sorts of unexpected ways. Alright. That's just one more left. The big one. This one right here. How am I gonna get that? That's what the mystery is gonna be this stream. How do I get that trophy? So I'm gonna sit here and like... I noticed that the music gets quieter when you're zoomed out. That's kinda neat. How am I gonna get all the way up there? So we have 2 lifts on the right side. I mean, they're so far away, but how else am I gonna get up there? The quest, yep, this is going to be the quest for the final trophy. I didn't even try to think about this one yet, because I figured this would be a good finale, and I was already spending enough time messing with the game as it was. The final trophy, how are we going to get this? Like, the only way, as far as I know, to... I guess there's stairs, but, I mean, look how far away the stairs are. Like, there's no way I'm using the stairs. It's too freaking far away. The only way to lift myself... GG and G-Luck. Good luck, thanks. The only other way to lift myself is those pluses. But, I mean, is those pluses really going to reach all the way over there? Like, this just seems insane, but there's... Where there's a will, there's a way. There has to be a way. Let's see if I can think of what the way might be. I can get up to this wall easy enough, I think. Like, I already did it here. Oh, that's interesting. Look at this plus. This check mark. Could this come in handy at some point? I mean, it's like a remote warp point, basically. Like, I could just warp to this wherever it is. Is that going to help me in some way? Maybe. I'm going to set a checkpoint up here. I have what's like almost like a remote warp point with this check mark. So if I can just even lift the check mark up, I can just warp right up. Maybe that's what I should try to do then. But of course, getting the checkmark that high seems pretty impossible. Like, it already starts down here. How am I supposed to get any higher? Because I'm already going to have to, like, warp to level 2. And then I have to get to level freaking 4. Huh. The only reason it altered the solution to that puzzle is you couldn't push the too long snake down while eating both of the pellets. Yeah, maybe. It also, yeah, it just got to the point where we decided, yeah, that you couldn't leave or else you were screwed. Insidey, yeah, I don't know, man, maybe it's insidey? It definitely didn't feel that way. To me, at least. Where did this block come from? Did it... Oh, I see. I know why this happens, because this level's a block, and so the block spawns on top of it, because that's the block that comes from the puzzle. You know, that's interesting. This block... Doesn't this block just spawn a block wherever it is? No, I guess it can only spawn a block here. But that is interesting, that this thing spawns a 2-stack of blocks. Like, it spawns 2 blocks wherever it is. So if I theoretically got another block under this, I could have a 3 stack. Yep, I think the dev was fit, particularly me when they designed this puzzle. Yeah, maybe, huh? You had a random insight moment. Do you use the hint feature at all, or are you trying to do it without the hints? Because I know if I were playing that game, I probably would have already used the hints. Unless people in chat are like, oh, do this. I mean, I like that hint system. It's very cool. It's nice it's a bit more interactive and involves the player a lot more than your typical hint system. No hints and no skips. No skips? Really? Jeez, that's brutal. I would never want to try to solve a hard puzzle game without skips. I was like, I do not enjoy the experience of just bashing my head against the same problem for forever. Man, this solver is just not having a good time. The solver spent like 10 minutes on depth 29. It's probably not going to solve this puzzle, but whatever. Let's get this giant green arrow out of my face. There we go, so I could see better. If I can get to level 2 and then lift twice, I can get in. But how am I going to do that? Not only that, but I have to be able to warp to it. Like, that seems like I need an absurd amount of blocks. That's just not going to happen, right? It's not like something I can't see, right? It seems like all it is. There's just a trophy right there just stuck on a post with no apparent way to get to it. Like, I just wanted this has got to involve, like, blocks all the way out. You don't want to admit defeat? I guess so. I mean, skipping isn't admitting defeat. It just means you're tired of that puzzle and you want to do something else. But I guess it's up to you. That's the way I see it. Out of curiosity, what is the highest point here? So, we have... So the trophy's at level 4. Do I have anything else that's at a higher level than level 1? Level 1 is the ground level. This area up here is at level 2 already. These walls are at level 3. Where are they? It's kind of hard to tell. Well, I guess I could check the coloration. Getting on the other wall is actually easier. Like, getting on this wall is actually pretty easy. And the quest for the Trial Trophy begins. I can get on this wall, easy as heck. I'm on the wall. I'm actually pretty close to the trophy already. Could also get on this wall, probably. This one over here, that's pretty easy to get on. But the still problem is that's still 2 levels short. What am I supposed to get out of that? I have tons of blocks over at that lift area. But that's still not going to reach, is it? There's no way that's with that many blocks I'm reaching, right? Huh. And I doubt building a boat is somehow involved too, but you never know. That seemed pretty unintended what they were saying on the Discord. So I'm guessing you're not supposed to try to use a boat. I do have a pillar here. Not sure if that really helps me in this particular scenario. But, oh, these white blocks are actually at the level of the wall. That's interesting. Blocks in this area are actually probably the closest ones to the trophy. Of course, that's still not going to cut it. Yeah, that's the closest. Hey, you're flying through the puzzles after that one? That's good. Seems like you're pretty good at that game. You. 2 levels. How am I going to get 2 more levels out of this? I mean, I really like the idea of trying to get this check mark up somehow. But I don't see a way to... Well... Like, these lift points are so far over there. Like, there's no way those get involved, right? I do find it curious that these blocks down here are probably the easiest way to get on this wall. So getting onto this wall is extremely easy. I don't need to worry about that anymore. I can get onto the wall. The question is, how do we get higher? How do we even get blocks at that height to begin with? Huh. What can I do with these? I'm honestly surprised this is possible. It has to be, obviously. Other people got the achievement, so that must be doable. I am honestly surprised as to how. I think Shrugs and I had that same question. I don't remember if we actually ended up testing it or not. If I could steal a block, I could even get a block on here. Not sure how that really helps me, though. Spoiler alert. Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah, I figured it didn't work. I think I mean, you can kind of tell based on like the dune and the animation, huh, that doesn't count. Alright, let's make sure my computer's entire disk space is getting chewed up by the solver. Now we got 18 gigs left still. Honestly, doubting at this point if it's actually going to solve. So I'm just letting it run while I'm doing this. Is there any way to do it without those pluses? The pluses just seem way too far away. Plus, how would I even get anything at that height to begin with to even lift it up to 4? I would have to lift something that's already at 2. I would have to lift something that's already at 2. That doesn't make any sense either. Ugh, I can't just push it off, huh? Just push hard. Just push this wall out of the way. Easy. Just use the bond to blow a wall up. How could this even be possible? I can't go like under it somehow and then warp on top. As interesting as that would be. You know, I wonder what does happen. What happens if you slip this check mark under something and then try to warp? It would go up, I guess. It would go on top of whatever you stick on. Well, that certainly would be interesting. Like, let's say I put this here. And I'm just gonna stack a block on top. Yeah, it sends me up. So the check mark doesn't even need to go up. It just needs, if it's on some kind of stack, it'll allow me to warp on the top of said stack. But still, that would require getting a lot of blocks up. Huh, that's interesting. How did I reset the area down there? I guess it's because I undid. Yeah, that would still require bringing a bunch up somehow. Doesn't necessarily seem possible. Yeah, the developer trolled us by putting an unreachable trophy. Great. It's not even connected with any particular area either, so I can't really tell, like... Yeah, there's no sticking anything under the trophy. This involves some kind of insane mega structure. Just putting a bunch of these blocks together from the overworld. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. So one approach is I can use this check mark to kind of warp higher. Another idea is to use these plus. Is it time for the flying machine? Well, the flying machine can't fly upwards. It only goes sideways. Plus, as I said, the flying machine was cheese, so that's definitely not part of this answer. I could certainly try. The flying machine takes, like, a lot of blocks. I'm trying to think, like, where else can I steal blocks? Like, over here, I can definitely, like, raise a bunch of blocks up. Like, I can raise blocks up here, right? As you see here, I got pretty high at that time. This trophy is, I think... How high is this trophy anyways? I think it's actually at level 3. I think the trophy's at level 3. I did make progress, actually, Shrugs. I'm down to the last trophy now. Literally the last one. I solved that difficult pillars puzzle you saw me get stuck on. Yeah, do you want to see that puzzle? I don't know if you can actually see the stream. pretty wild. So, like, I can get high, but I can't, like, somehow bring these blocks across, can I? Oh, wait a minute. Here's one thing I can do. I could definitely steal some of these blocks, right? I could steal several blocks from this area, in fact. I could just lift these up above the wall and then just start stealing them. I should be able to steal several blocks from this part. Oh, you didn't know alive. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if, but yeah, if you want to see that one, I guess you could always check the VOD if you want to see the answer. That one puzzle that was stuck on was actually kind of neat. At least I thought the solution was cool. Let's put it that way. So I should be able to steal several blocks from here, perhaps. If I do it right. Maybe I'll try to lift the blocks up first. Even if I did, what would I do? At least that allows me to take blocks. Then if I could take blocks from there... Oh, you saw a video earlier of what? Of me doing it or something else? You're talking about something unrelated. Oh, looks like it's sunset time again. The colors are getting darker. Oh, something random? Sure. What's the random thing you saw? It's funny. Can't I just cheese this trophy using these blocks? That'd be kind of funny. A creepy offer? Sure. What was the offer? Was it like a scam or something? That's funny. Can't I cheese this trophy using this upper area? I feel like I could. There's no way I can, like, warp to arbitrary spots. That obviously doesn't make sense. Yeah, how do I get that high? Huh, this part is actually pretty high. You're an introvert in a hut where your only contact is online. You have to hide every time a demon comes, eh? Why are demons showing up? Your only contact is online. That would kind of suck. Like, it's nice that I like online connections, but it's good to have in-person ones too. Like, you can't even see anyone in person. For a year. Oh, okay. Yeah, what's the deal with this check mark? Is this check mark gonna help me somehow? And you get 100 million bucks? Oh, just for a year? But then again, how often are these demons arriving and how dangerous are they? 100 million bucks? That's a lot of money. What's that if the person will actually give it to you? Could be multiple times in one day. You have to hide, eh? I mean, why not just hide permanently, like... Stick yourself, like... Build yourself some kind of shelter. Or is the demon just constantly hunting you? It's weird, like a random video, huh? How is this ever going to be possible? I can get something on that level, but how do I get something above it? Unless I could steal a block and put it here. It's hard to even know what's overthinking in this. Like, I feel like this has to be overthought. Would I take the offer? Well, I guess it depends how dangerous that demon is. For only a year? Maybe. If it's, depending on how deadly it is, probably not. Yeah, if it went for the demons. I guess it depends on how deadly those demons are and how dangerous they are. If hiding from isn't the biggest deal, then sure. But if I had chances of dying are high, then no. What a weird scenario, huh? Oh, well, that sounds bad. Yeah, maybe not then. Yeah, no contact but the internet. I mean, that's probably the worst part, huh? And you could die and get tortured, huh? Yeah, maybe not, given that. I can't steal a block into here, can I? This is so weird. Yeah. You logically proved what in World 3? I wonder if we solved all the World 3 ones yet. I can't remember. I know there was one that Shrugs and I couldn't figure out how to get to. It seems just... What? Like, I don't think I've ever been so baffled by a puzzle in a long time. That something's actually possible. Yeah, maybe that's... I mean, yeah, there's probably, like, yeah, several entryways eventually. I imagine some of the later worlds probably teach you, like, the quote-unquote meta stuff, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, there's one we couldn't figure out how to get to, so we probably have to, like, wait until later until we learn something or, like, get access to something. YouTube decided to spoil me a mechanic. Why are you looking at videos? It's just gonna cause you to get spoiled. Just don't look up stuff about the game. That's what I do. Like, I just refrain from looking up anything about the game until I beat it myself. That's what I did with Lockpick. I imagine Lockpick would have spoiled a lot of things. Gothic Lord UK. Does Gothic Lord UK do a lot of puzzle games? Oh, you're not looking them up? What? YouTube's just randomly recommending them to you? I mean, you looked up one, so maybe that's why I tried to recommend the rest to you, huh? Yeah, it started recommending lockpick videos when I looked up one thing about how to lockpick. So you probably looked up like one video about a can of wormholes, and now it's recommending all of them and spoiling the mechanics, huh? Well, I guess that's a bummer then. Is it Gothic Lord UK? It's probably Aliens Rock. Yeah, is this plus thing ever gonna work actually? Because the blocks start at level 2. They're not going to get you to get high enough, right? So that doesn't even seem like it's going to work. Yeah, and Aliens Rock. Probably had to give you your Discord status. Discord status? Oh, like you're playing it and it recommends games based on that? How would YouTube even have access to that data? 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to look at other high points. There's definitely a high point over here, like right there. I think that's one lower than the trophy. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Oh, you guys are joking. Okay. Yeah, you guys are just joking. I mean, I was gonna say, like, there's no way, right? You guys are just joking. Okay, okay, fair enough. You guys are just joking. I can't process jokes and puzzle at the same time. It's just not how it works. But I don't know. Who knows? Like, does Google spy on you, spy on your desktop? I wouldn't be surprised if that actually was a thing. Like, I'm trying to think of scenarios, so I sometimes lose track of what's happening in chat. What is this troll? Alright, let's see how much space to solve. My computer is slowed to a crawl. And it is used up even more disk space. Great. Somehow I don't think it's solving that one. How would it be possible? Would it be possible if I could slide something under there? So let me guess. See if I can actually test this. Yeah, so the mechanics just don't really come up. Yeah, like how many mechanics would there be with Snake, huh? How could Snake be turned into such an in-depth puzzle game? Well, that's part of the fun, huh? Is just seeing how much crazy stuff people come up with. Yeah, see, now I wish I could play myself, but then again, I already saw a lot of the answers. So I guess I could just have fun solving the puzzle while watching people. It's not like I can, you have to go into knockout mode. It's like, alright, sounds good, Shrugs. We'll see if I can figure this trophy out. Though I'm completely out of ideas, so I might stop. The Oro, yeah, exactly, like the Ouroboros. I imagine you could, like, flop around and do all sorts of crap. I wonder if you can, like, flop around in all different directions then. That'd be cool to see. I guess we'll find out when either Shrugs or Shock gets to it. Shrub, yep. Yeah, don't vomit. Yeah, good idea. I don't, I don't know if thinking of the check is helping me. I'm just gonna look around and see if there's any details I'm missing here. I don't see anything particularly relevant to this. Like, I only have those 2 pluses. I don't think it's gonna help much. I think your stairs all the way down there, but do I really want to try to steal those? That sounds a little far-fetched. No, what about... I do reset the big map just to see what this looks like. Let's do reset the big map. I know they made it feel like anti-cheeses. Oh, look, that's funny. They put a big wall around this trophy. Like, no, no cheating that one. There's a few walls got thrown in. They did. I think they put a wall here too, so you can't cheese that trophy. I wonder what else is different about the big map since last time I looked. They put a... Oh! Maybe they put a wall up here too? I feel like you could still cheese that one. Can't tell much is different here. But I don't see too much anything relevant that changed regarding this trophy here. Just click it. Yeah, that's what you do. Just grab the mouse and click. Nope. Oh, wait a second. This wall wasn't there before. Yeah, so they did anti-cheese this trophy. Because now the wall is taller. So I can't steal a block over there and get over there. That's funny. Well, there's one anti-cheese I noticed. What else could I try? Like, if I could even get the checkmark to level... If I even get the checkmark to, like, level 3... No, I would need to get to level 4. But I still like the fact that the checkmark allows me to just kind of warp around. Does the top area give you the necessary height? What, like, way up here? Which top area? This one? This one's still one short. This area is like 3. This area is at level 3. This area is at level 4. This area I can get over. That one. Yeah, I don't know what that one was. I looked at a bunch of areas. But, interestingly enough, I can get onto the wall very... No, not ice dance. That's funny. I wasn't the only one to struggle with ice dance, apparently. Other people were talking about it in the Discord. I can get on this wall very easily. But yeah, we have this area here that's... I think this wall is one higher than the one I'm at. This area up here is, like, pretty tall. This area up here is pretty high. But it's not like you can use a flying machine to fly, like, all the way from there to there. Not that I know, at least. Because for one, yeah, it's just going to fall anyways, whatever I try to make. I don't know, this doesn't make any sense. I'd like to try to figure this out, but yeah, it's seeming to be a lot more confusing than I would have thought. But I mean, I can still... I noticed that they didn't stop me from stealing blocks sideways here. So I could still try to do that. I can still try to steal blocks sideways. If I really want to. How would that help me? I'm not entirely sure, but I'd have at least more blocks. And they'd be higher up. What I'd like to do, honestly, is get a block up here. I'd love to steal blocks to this area down here if I could. Yeah, unfortunately that pillar starts there, so... If I could steal blocks to this area, I could definitely get a block up there. I could get a block up to the point with the wall. Hmm. Anything else of note that I'm seeing around here? Not really, just a bunch of blocks scattered everywhere. I'm surprised I haven't seen much talk about this one. Like, it seems so difficult that you'd think there'd be more discussion around it. Like, even if I could steal blocks from this area over here and take them over here, why would I want to? Yeah, and it's not like I could put blocks any higher than this wall, I don't think. It's not really gonna do much good. There's not enough blocks to build a giant bridge between really any of these areas, I don't think. It's not that I see a way to like really bridge these areas in any meaningful way. I mean, I could try, certainly. I could try to build like a bridge from there to there. Yeah, there's a lot like here. There's a lot of blocks at this spot. So I can certainly try to build something. Of course, it falls down anyways. I don't see why that's how this is necessarily going to help me, though, even if I could build a giant bridge from there to there. Will that allow me to, like, steal a block? I don't think so. Yeah, that's not going to be high enough. It's just going to be as tall as that wall. I don't know. Unless I can, like, find a spot where I can reset several blocks, like... No, it doesn't make any sense. Because, yeah, obviously there's the reset mechanic where a block will pop onto another block. But I'd have to do that with a heck of a lot of blocks. Most of them wouldn't get high enough. I don't know, maybe I'll take a rain check on this and think of it off stream. So I have literally no ideas. I think everyone else is just as lost as I am. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Like, how would you ever do that? But I mean, I got everything else in the game, so I feel pretty happy about that. I finally figured out everything else. The puzzle you quote-unquote proved impossible was surprisingly good. That's good. Was that which one was that? That was in World 3, Carl? I wonder which puzzle that would have been. And you get 4 pellets from a 6-long snake. Oh, yeah, I think I know what puzzle it is. Yeah, I remember that one. Strokes and I had fun with that one. Yeah, I really don't have any ideas yet regarding this. If I can't steal blocks to here, and if I could, it's still going to be a little bit too short. Yeah. Oh, there was basically a jump button the whole time. Who would have thought? Huh, I don't know. Well, I could get back to my homework, I guess. It would be nice. Next time, because next week I want to start all the new games, so... But maybe I'll have, like, a thing. If I manage to figure this out, maybe I'll just have a random stream next... whatever, sometime when Shrugs is streaming to show how to get this ridiculous trophy. Because I certainly don't see it. So maybe I'll just have, like, a showcase stream where I show how to get it. But I don't think I'm going to be seeing this anytime soon, because I'm completely out of ideas and there's nothing else to try in this game. I literally beat everything else. Well, we could watch the credits. Nah, I'll do that later. I'm like stuck. I'll do that when I manage to get the last one. How about that? Then it'll be the 100% true ending credits. It's like, oh yes, clearly the credits are the way you get the trophy. You just walk onto the... Nope. But at least we do get a nice view out of the map. Maybe I will just credits just to get a nice view of the map. I wonder who Erzsalung is. I should probably be in the credits. Let's see when I pop up. There I am. I pop up there. Gameplay video contributor. Compitor and Sigma. Dark Zero TV. LTT Game. Gothic Lord UK. Nice. So, so many different ones, huh? Look at the big map. It's so big. Wow, the map is actually bigger than I thought. Jeez. Yeah, special thanks by Steven and the Golem. Wait a minute, this game had inspiration from the Golem, huh? Well, I could definitely see that. And back we go. Alright, that'll be enough of this game for now, I think. Unless I happen to think of a way to get the trophy, which I might not do, and I might just end up leaving that or looking it up. Alright. I guess I'll come and visit Shock's stream later, where Shock Attack is going to be playing Can of Wormholes tonight, so if you want to come see them play, go ahead and stop by. I probably will. Yeah, pretty good progress. I thought I'd show that solution. Maybe I'll show it one more time in case you guys haven't seen. That could be a good final thing to do for anyone that hasn't seen this puzzle. This was the last one I was stuck on. It was what was it called? Wait a minute. Here it says jam. Oh, that is jam. Where'd the other puzzle go? Here, for anyone that didn't see it, I'll show the solution that I eventually figured out. Oh, that's funny. It actually is like the last one, isn't it? It's like all the way over here. This puzzle's locked up. Oh boy. Yeah, I think you saw the same one, right, Carl? The one neither of us could figure out how to get to. So there was this puzzle, right? So this was the solution. So I wanted to make 2 3-tall pieces. Well, how was I going to do that? One thing I realized is that if I lift these pillars up to level 2, like if I used the plus to lift both of the pillars up to level 2 without connecting them, I could make 2 separate 3 pieces by, well, you'll see. So let's get this over here. Get this one over there. Put that there. So I'm going to put both of these here. I'm going to make a 3 by. And then I'm going to slide it in from the top. Ta-da! So look at this. If I slide a block under here, I could make a 3 tall. So ultimately, that's how you can make a 3 tall in this puzzle. Or at least make 2 separate ones. I can slide that under there. I can go take this little piece and shove it up there. And I could just do the same again. Though I have to be careful not to, like, stick them together by accident. I wonder if there's some more elegant way to do this. Maybe not. Because I can't just, like, go... Because it's going to stick the bottom block, and I don't want that. But I could do some kind of nonsense shuffle to get these working, which is what I think I ended up doing. Just, like, going up here, moving that over there. Or maybe, like, over here, I forget. I'm gonna slip that over there, slide that up. No, I can't do it like that. Nah, but I just remember how I actually managed to get these through. Obviously, there's a way to slide this over here. Yeah, how did I do this? That's funny, I can't actually remember. Maybe I just sent... I think I just sent the block off from the wrong point. I think I should have sent it down the left side instead. How did I manage to do that before? I swear I managed to send it to this right side, but I could just be going crazy. Whee! I could have just done is just send it off here, maybe? Or send it... Oh, I sent it down here, I think. I think I sent it under. Yeah, I think I somehow sent it under. Oh, I could put it there, I guess. It's funny. Either I got lucky before or what. Okay, well, here's something I could do. Just stick that over there. Stick this over there. Put this under there, and then do it that way. Yeah, that's a lot better. I don't know why I forgot that step. And now we do the little shuffle to, I think, get this out of the way. It's a matter of just getting this stupid thing out of the way. Trying to get this stupid thing out of here. Man, even if you figure that out, this part could still be a bit of a pain. There we go. Move you out of the way. Now I can just chuck this. I can just chuck that. And I'll just send that up there. Yep, that's how you do it. Probably one of the hardest puzzles in the entire game, if not the hardest. Like, that is so hard to figure out. I can't think of many others to compare that level of difficulty. Alright, well, I think I'm going to call it there for now. After my stream break, which will probably be... I'll probably need another week because I'm going to have graduation. My family's going to be coming. All that jazz. And then next week, next time I start, which is probably 2 weeks from now, I'll do Jelly is Sticky. I'll be doing Celeste Strawberry Jam. And I'll probably be doing Beat in Nothingness as well. And see how those go. So that'll be a fun time. I guess I'll see if I end up recommending Beat in Nothingness to Shock. Who knows? I might wanna lay off the hard puzzles for a bit, because Shock's gonna be getting slammed with hard puzzles. It's like, yeah, let's give them a break for a bit, huh? Yeah, Celeste. And I know Shrugs is looking forward to Jelly is Sticky. And I'm looking forward to checking out Beat is Nothingness, because it's just one I haven't really played yet and I've heard good things about. Alright. That'll be it for today. Thanks for coming by, Kazuwala, Shrugs, Carl, and Shock, and Smongo, and whoever else happened to stop by. Perhaps I'll see you guys a couple weeks from now. Have a great rest of your evening, and bye-bye.